Hey YouTubers, I thought long and hard before I decided to make tonight's video. As I do with every video, I realize that certain videos are going to offend certain demographics, and I'm not here to stir the shit. The reason that I have this channel is to keep the public, especially the public in the state of New Jersey, informed about how their rights are being compromised on a daily basis. On my last video regarding New Jersey jail and inmate fees, a certain commenter objected to two assertions contained therein and claimed that it wasn't factually accurate. For the sake, if no other, of keeping my good name, as well as setting the record straight, I'm going to address both of the assertions that commenter made in sequential order. The first comment that commenter, I think Brett FTP, made was that if a prisoner in the state of New Jersey cannot pay their inmate fees, that no collection effort is made by the county. That is patently false, okay? And the reason why that's patently false is that 80% of the inmates that are housed in New Jersey jails are well below the poverty threshold, okay? And what happens is this. The county finance office, depending on the county, some counties have a treasury office, others have a finance office. The difference is pretty much semantical. But the county finance office retains that prisoner's record, the financial record, on hold for 180 days before they pursue the remedies outlined in the NJ Fair Debt and Collection Act. And I can actually point to a case. Yes, I've thought this out. And I hate to sound lawyerly, believe me, folks, but I mean, this is an instance when somebody challenges you, you stick to your guns and you prove your facts, and that's what I'm going to do. There's a case of Douglas Hardgrove versus Somerset County, and it began in the New Jersey Office of Administrative Law, the OAL, like most internal cases do, and it was referred there by the Somerset County Administrator, and it asked the question as to whether or not, under the public law PL 1995, let's see, I think it's PL 1995 C254, whether or not the public law that authorizes inmate processing fees and inmate fees allows the county to pursue collection efforts as authorized for any law or for any debt under state law. And the administrative law judge, who was later affirmed by the appellate division, concluded that the county does have a right, just as any other creditor does, to pursue any remedies outlined in state law against the debtor. So this one party, this one individual, Mr. Douglas Hardgrove, was in fact adversely affected from his stay in the county jail, and his credit score, his FICO score, was diminished as a result of that. If you think about it, you had a guy that went to the jail to what's traditionally referred to as the County Department of Corrections for rehabilitative purposes, right? And they left him worse off than when he went in, because now the guy is going to have a hard enough time finding a job because of a criminal record or because of an incarceration, which cost him time off of work, time when he wasn't earning. And now, to boot, his FICO score is shot to shit. So you can look up the case if you don't believe me. Hardgrove versus Somerset County. It was an administrative law case. And after that, Mr. Hardgrove filed an appeal with the appellate division of Superior Court. And they answered the question that under a public law 1995 C254, that the county does become a general creditor, which entitles them to all remedies under the Fair Debt and Collections Act. And I'm not saying that the Hardgrove case is an anomaly or this is 1 in 1,000. Believe me, Atlantic County, New Jersey, they have a whole outside law firm that they contract with that collect all of their debts, including those from their county correctional facilities and their county hospitals, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? So the county does collect its debts against prisoners. Point two, that the inmate fee is $100. That is also incorrect, but that is a much more subtle issue, and I'll explain why. If you're to read the outline of Public Law 1995 C254, in particular, C:30 7E-2, it outlines the maximum for the charging fees that can be charged from inmates. For instance, there's a maximum inmate intake fee. There's a maximum fee that can be charged for clothing, prison uniforms, a maximum fee that can be charged for hygiene, dental, etc., etc. So now what they do, and this is clever. These folks, believe me, they've done their math. They've done their homework. They come up with this. They may charge $100 still as the maximum intake fee, but then there's various charges along the way, including an outtake fee, which is also $100. You can file an OPA request right now and name any prisoner that's been in the Burlington County Jail or the Somerset County Jail for over a week. And you're going to find, depending on how you word the request, and if you ask for a copy of receipts for all debts incurred by that prisoner for their incarceration period, you're going to find that the fees in fact amount to $250, give or take $3 in either direction, $247 to $253. And a big part of that was because there was another court case. Surprise, surprise. We live in New Jersey, the land of litigation. And the second court case was over a prisoner who claimed that he was charged an excess amount for a medical visit contracted through I believe it was the Gloucester County, but when they still had a county jail, the Gloucester County Sheriff's Office. And the prisoner maintained that the fee constituted contractually unjust enrichment under the law. I'm not saying I agree or I disagree with it. The county contractor made a shit ton. The prisoner got his bill in the mail. The sheriff wipes his hands clean. He's no longer involved. And in that case, the result of that case was that now what they do is they don't charge the prisoner for his individual medicalized expenses while in the prison. What they do is they have a surcharge for every prisoner who's incarcerated, and that surcharge goes into a pool of money from which is drawn the expenses as individual prisoners so require, if that makes sense. Like I said, I didn't want to make this video, but I felt it imperative to do so to keep my good name clean. Thank you.